Then another pattern of appeal is sensory appeal. It is used to demonstrate the power of humans' five senses to influence a consumer's feelings and behavior. It is a technique that is used by the marketers and the brands, not only in food and beverage or retail, but also in service and non-food industries. Some brands attempt to create a multi-sensory experience that is using two or more senses to appeal to customers. There is an example that a brand of Scotch whiskey, and they said that which brand you are looking for, that is which flavor you are looking for to get that experience, you can use your nose. That is, by following your nose, you can get your preferred taste. Then another appeal that is used by the marketers is social appeal. The social appeal attracts the audience to a product or service by giving them a sense of social acceptance. The social appeal is good for advertising products and services that have the potential of making people feel included or accepted by the community or by the society. So it is going to address the harmony within the family members, within the friend circle, within the community by using the product. So you can see that how Sebraro is going to demonstrate the closeness among the people just by sharing the consumption of pizza. Then another interesting appeal is ego satisfaction appeal. So in advertising or in any persuasive communication, a psychological and rhetorical strategy which emphasizes the benefit of some product or course of action in terms of the customer's self-esteem or pride or vanity need. It may flatter your intelligence, play on your desire for status, challenge you to demonstrate your strength or character, sometimes masculinity or femininity, and or encourage self indulgence. So a character characteristics feature is that the use of direct address is going to satisfy the sense of ego. So we can see the advertisement that is placed by the Nike, where it is said that twice the guts, double the glory. So this is how it is going to address your guts and moving you with the guts to glory. There is another example that is Laurel's slogan that because you are worth it. So in a different way, the different brands, they are trying to address the hidden ego sense of the customers and trying to attract their needs by their product and service with the communication. Then another appeal is emotional appeal, which is most frequently used by the marketers. So in emotional appeals, marketers are going to design the communication to make the audience and associative positive feelings with the brand. These appeals generally focus on trust, joy, love, loyalty, happiness, which can leverage through the use of powerful music and imagery. So here I give you an example that is Pampers and UNICEF. They jointly promote a promotion where they said that if you purchase one pack, you are going to donate one vaccine in their campaign. So this is how they are attaching the customers' emotional aspects with the product. Again, if you think about General Electronics, then their slogan is "We bring good things to life." So this is how they are trying to address the emotional aspects of the customers. Another appeal is fear apples. Fear can appeal to people when a product or service is needed to help reduce risk in someone's life, such as risk of financial failure, poor health issues, security of losing a home, or even political choices. So, the emotion of fear can be used effectively as long as it is not too extreme or harsh, which may ultimately affect your brand. Therefore, cautious is in order, and think of better life can be placed by the different brand like as insurance companies or some other brands which are related with the betterment of life. So here's an example of Colgate. So they shows that how bacteria is going to affect our teeth in the mouth, and Colgate is here to protect your teeth by killing bacteria. So the presentation is in such a way so that it will create fear that if we don't use Colgate, then what is going to happen. Humor apple. Humor apple is something that is very funny. So we sometimes often use humor apple, that is with some funny presentation. So appealing to the comic sense in people can build brands sometimes overnight. The challenge with the humor, however, is to keep the brand in the humor, to make market associates the humor with your brand. So often it is the humor that is remembered more than the product. So if it is so interesting, then customers are going to recall the brand with that interesting or funny communication. So making an audience laugh can lead to huge sales. So here's an example of Sidil shampoo. So the presentation is making us okay whether it's possible. It's so funny thing, but you can recall the brand because of this funny presentation. Then musical appeal. Like humor appeal, music is a great way for brands to get noticed and make an audience remember their products. In addition, musical apples can bring up positive memories whenever someone hears a catchy tune in an ad, which goes a long way toward making them feel good about the product being presented. And don't forget that the options of licensing some great tunes from the past. Apple's iPod got a huge lift with Jets. You are gonna be my girl. By this tune, they face huge problem. So while we are placing the tune, it's important to ensure the license and the legal procedures from the past tunes. So here's an example that is presented by idea that is honey bunny. So with the music you are my honey bunny, with this music they try to place the uh, tune with the brand. Scarcity apple. Scarcity apple is tap into people's fear of missing out. So they are a great way to convince people to take the advantage of a sale or limited edition of the product. Somewhere you make sure that scarcity actually appeals to that you are selling. So there are limited option through which you can go through, and others will notice if it is go no longer, then the company is going to limit their offerings, and they are going to provoke you to make the purchase within this time and create some urgeness in consumers mind that they will feel that within this time if I don't make the purchase then I'm going to miss a big chance. So that one is scarcity apple. Now while we are creating the creative strategy, there will be two sense, one is positive, another one is negative. So, what is the positive sense and what is the negative sense? Positive sense means when we are approaching the customers to get some better or enjoyment or positive experience. So that one is positive sense. Whereas negative sense means here we are creating the just like as fear or scarcity, that if you don't accept it, then what problem you may face, what you are going to miss. So while we are addressing this, that one is negative apple. So there is a there is an example that is placed by Cancer Patients Aid Association that smoking reduces weight one lung at a time. So it is a negative appeal, and here we are focusing on the negative aspect of smoking. Then comes on message source. Who is talking about the product? That one is going to create the trustworthiness, likability, and the proof of expertise. So, the source of information, the source of message is important to understand. Here, well, we are placing the fair and handsome product with the celebrity, film celebrity like Shah Rukh Khan. Then it is going to be more attached with the product category, because he's a person who have to take care his face and glow. And when he is referring the product, it means that he's expert in case of maintaining his beauty. So it is a reliable source, and as he's a popular person, that is not a debatable person, that's why the words from him is going to be more accepted by the customers. So as the second advertisement, where we are talking about some objects for car. Here again we are going to place the a special product, that is Pan Bahar, by the special person, where we are placing that the product is a classic product and the person is also from the elegant section. So here we are trying to match the person's image with the brand. So here we are going to close this chapter so as the course, and we are going to finish all the chapters here. So students, if you have any query, please come in our consultation session, talk with us, and clear your concept. It is important for your final exam. So up to this, thank you everyone, and best of luck.